and I know people are not going to like what I'm gonna have to say, but I'm going to say it. Can I say it? How many likes do we got? Because we're going to extend the show for about another 10 more minutes. Okay. All right. Because I want to say something. I can take my time because I'm off. So I'm going to take my time. All right. So, do anybody in here watch Storm Monroe? Do anybody in here watch Storm Monroe? If you watch Storm Monroe, press 1. If you watch Storm Monroe, press 1. If you watch Storm Monroe, say yes. If you watch Storm Monroe, say yes. Okay. Storm Monroe is trying to get on the Breakfast Club. He's trying to get on. He's trying to get on the Breakfast Club, and I want to make sure I get it right. And that's what he's trying to do to get on the Breakfast Club. And I was sitting down. Y'all know Angela Yee have left the Breakfast Club to start her own show. And I'm like, Storm, they're not going to pick you because they only want women on the show to host. They're just not going to pick you to be on the show. Unless you are a woman with a uterus, then maybe. But Charlemagne and DJ Envy already got the pick of the show. What they're doing is just egging y'all up for ratings, having you beg to your subscribers to tag in a name. No, they already got the person. And it's not Charlemagne and DJ Envy pick. Like they don't have the authority to pick. They might can suggest, but at the end of the day, it's their boss that make the decision. Because they are employees. So telling your people to tag, that's just not going to happen. That's just not going to be. Because the boss, who is white, are not going to pick you, Storm Monroe. Right? You may be a guest on the show, maybe, quotation marks around it. But I don't think that you're going to be picked to host the show, co-host the show, because they want two males and a woman, in my humble opinion. So your people can click on that till their fingers bleed. You're not going to be picked to be on the Breakfast Club. That's just not just going to happen. So when I saw it, I said, that ain't going to happen. Let me talk to my artists about it. If that's the case, people, y'all tag Charlemagne the God and tag the Wiley Show in the comments. Because if it's that easy, tag my name in the comments. If it's that easy with somebody with a personality like the Wiley Show, tag my name in the comments. Tag at WILEYSHOW in the comments. A person with a personality, a person that's not going to be put to sleep, a person that is out of the closet and that is happy and not hiding. I tag that person like Wiley Show on the post. But why would you tag somebody there is not whatever, but you got a brother that's living in their truth, like Wiley at Wiley Show, you should tag that person. That's what I'm saying. So, but in reality, it's going to be a woman as the co-host. It may be Kendra G, but she's too dark skinned. So I don't know if they would get she too chocolate. It would be a surprise if they pick Kendra G. She's qualified to do the job. And she have posts that she's writing. I heard that she's actually working behind the scenes and she's campaigning, but she's probably a little bit too dark to host. I'm just saying they already got Charlemagne dark, but I don't think, and he actually lighting up his skin or on there. So I don't know if Kendra G would be picked. She's a great choice. She's good on social media. She's good on WGCI. She's good on all of these things, but I don't think that they would pick Kendra. It's just my humble opinion. It might be a good old light-skinned woman that is definitely going to be on there. But I don't think because you know she's a little bit too dark, too chocolate and stuff like that. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at what they're doing. They have her on WGCI in Chicago. They damn sure not gonna put her on the Breakfast Club. That's just my humble opinion because they made Charlemagne lighting up his skin to be on the Breakfast Club. Is what I'm saying. So I don't necessarily see her, Kendra on there. And I'm just saying it in my humble opinion. She's a little bit too crispy to be on there. And I'm just giving my thoughts. I know this, just giving my thoughts. Okay, because he did lighten up that skin and stuff like that. He was a good old crispy dark, and we saw that. So we're gonna see how that's gonna be played out. Let's go back to the suburbs. 4160. Call you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey,
Hey, stop talking about Kendra G.
I'm
Don't do that.
I'm gonna always talk about Kendra G.
I'm a dark skinned woman,
And I gave my
and
thoughts.
don't like you. No, you giving her you giving her props or whatever because she is talented and everything. But don't try to down a dark skinned girl because that's what
I'm
everybody
speaking.
listening to.
I'm
Like,
I'm
cause
speaking
she's
for
dark
because she's
skinned.
speaking for the boss. They probably think she's a little dark to host the Breakfast Club. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
No, don't speak for the boss. Don't
I'm
speak for
I,
the boss
I, I'm gonna
because
speak
now
for
you
the
putting it in
boss.
the boss head.
I'm putting it in the
Putting it in the
boss
boss
head.
head.
It's already in his head.
I'm from Illinois, and I make a lot of noise over here. We 1075 down. Look, I went to all the, you know what I'm saying.
But it's not the
Kendra
Breakfast
G
Club. The
is that
Breakfast Club
chick.
get more ratings than
She
WGC.
good.
The Breakfast Club get
I
more
know,
ratings
but
for
I know
WGCI.
no. I think she will be very qualified in the Breakfast
She
Club,
is, but
and
she's
she
too
will
dark
do
skinned
very
for the.
well.
She's too
But
dark
don't
skinned
put
for the
that in
Breakfast
these
Club.
people's head right now because she dark skinned. They only hear her on the radio. They don't know what color she is.
They see her on the Breakfast
So
Club.
just
On
go
the
by her
Breakfast
talent.
Club, they record it and stuff like that. And I don't believe that they will have her or on the Breakfast Club because of her skin tone. I, I think she would be great. I think she. If I was the boss, I would.
Don't put that
If
out
I
there
if I
though.
was the
Don't
boss,
say it
if
like
I
that.
was the
You
if
say
I
I
was
wish
I,
they
I,
would.
if I was the boss, I would hire her. I'm not the boss. It's white people that's the boss over there.
I understand, but Kendra G been doing her thing and she's proven herself. So don't just you putting it out there right now. Her skin tone like colorism. You know what I'm saying? Don't go by that. Go by her talent. You putting it in the boss head right
You
now,
should say
low
that to
key.
the boss. I guarantee it won't be no dark skinned woman. I can guarantee you
No,
that.
did you say it to the boss?
Of
Cause you
course,
put it in the
I'm
boss head
saying it to
right
him
now.
now
Cause she
because
dark
because
skinned. You gonna
because they
lie.
watched my show and I sent it to them, so I know this.
But
And but
you tell the boss
what I'm saying
it
is,
don't
did you?
matter what color you is, it go by the talent.
But they don't care nothing about the talent. They care about the
You
optics.
the one. You the one. You not
I care
the
about the
boss
talent, but
is
not
not
the
your
boss.
brain. I know, but you not going by the you going by your own brain right now. You the boss. You not speaking for the boss because the boss ain't say it out his goddamn mouth. You did.
I get
So
exactly now
you
because
speak
I
good.
and it
You
provoked
speak highly of
it
her
provoked you to call in, and I'm just giving a thought. And the reason why did you call in, man? Because it was something that piqued your interest.
because I listen to 1075 WGCI all day, and
Uh,
I listen to your ass too. And
Absolutely,
you dark skinned with a cock eye, and I still
absolutely.
fuck with you.
And I don't think that I would be,
That's the
and it would be
same
very
reason. You
difficult for
dig?
me. It would be very difficult for me to be on daytime television because of that, because corporate and because
No,
also
it won't.
advertising. Hold on
Because
one
as
second,
people
one
mess
second.
with
Because of
you, no, as
advertisers
people
and
mess with
because of
you, they mess with
advertiser and
you.
because of the predominantly white system, I don't know. Maybe if it touched on the white
And that's
person
how
heart
they got you hip.
or more
That's how
African
they got
Americans,
you hip
that's
right
where they
now.
definitely will come on. But I'm just giving you facts when it comes to it because you say you listen to WGCI and you are a dark skinned woman. I'm a dark skinned
Yeah,
man with a cock
yeah,
eye, but I understand how Hollywood
yeah.
works. It's not too many dark skinned people in a position of power. It's not too many dark skinned people with a cock eye in media or on front of a camera. It's not too many. You may pick one. It's not too many. I don't think none of them in mainstream media or none of them in MSNBC, CNN, or any of them have a hosting job with a cock eye and that happen to be dark skinned. You can count on your hand the dark skinned talent that's on air. You can count on your hand for that. So again,
Understandable,
speaking
but
by the history, I don't think
the
that
people
Kendra
speak
G would
right.
get picked
People
because she's
speak
dark
for them
skinned.
though. No, but the people speak on behalf of that. You know what I'm saying? If we like her, we mess with her, we promote her, they gonna have no choice but to get her. Cause we
Not
speak
true.
on behalf of her highly.
Not true. Y'all can speak until you blue in
Right
the
or
face.
wrong.
They gonna make the pick. Obviously, it ain't worked because they didn't pick her yet.
Well, we gotta promote her and stop saying just because she dark and she ain't gonna get the
Well,
spot.
did you
We gonna
promote?
say cause she that chick.
Did you promote her? Did you send an email? Did you send a text?
Hell
Did
yeah, I
you have?
talk to her every day when she do the level. I hate them and all that other stuff. I talk to 107
I said,
every morning when they try to get our input.
did you talk to the industry that actually hired her? Did you talk to iHeart and all of them, the executive, and
That's
say,
I
hey,
heard. Yep.
you should hire?
Well, no, I
Uh,
didn't know she was trying to go for
yes,
Breakfast Club.
yes,
Just
absolutely,
till now.
because that's definitely a
Just
come
to
up.
now.
Because
But how you trying to
nobody.
promote it?
'Cause
You say no. You supposed to say Kendra G would be a great candidate to be on Breakfast Club. You don't
Absolutely.
have to say her skin color or anything. Just by her due diligence and what she done
I'm
did and
telling
been
you,
through
she's
and all
too
that stuff.
dark skinned to for that position
It don't
by the
matter. Stop
boss.
saying that, Wiley. This is where they got your ass whipped. They
They
got you
don't they
brainwashed.
don't have me brainwashed. I know how the enemy works.
Yes, they do because they got you
They
repeating
don't have
what they don't want. So we gotta
so they
reverse
don't lie
that.
to you.
What they gonna get? What they gonna get? They gonna get a dark skin.
I'm just
You say it like that.
I'm just giving my opinion, man, whether you believe it or not. You didn't even send an
I know,
email.
I know.
You didn't even send it.
Look, I'm a Chicagoan. I'm a
You didn't even send
Chicagoan.
no
Stop
email.
playing.
I'm
But
more
it's
you're
just
making it
because
seem
you
like
want
I'm
her
putting this
because
out
you
there.
like.
I'm speaking about the industry. Look how they treated Kelly Rowland because she was dark skinned. They
Okay,
don't give
that's
her
why
the
we gotta
support
change it
like
around.
that. They pumped up Beyonce. Look at Brandy. She's struggling musically in there because she's dark
Why?
skinned. If Beyonce was the same skin color as Adele, she would have hundreds of millions of dollars. Like Jasmine Sullivan, she can have the same song like Adele, but because Adele is white, they support her more. I'm more speaking on the industry. That is what I'm speaking on.
But you speaking down on Kendra.
I'm not speaking down on
You just
Kendra. I
said
said
like
they're not going to
you're
pick her
already
because she's
downing
dark
her.
skinned.
You're
I'm not
saying
putting
like
her
she
down,
not
ma'am.
gonna get the job. No, you saying like she not gonna get the job because she dark skinned.
How should
No,
I
you don't say
believe?
that. You say the opposite. You say the opposite.
I can say the
You
opposite till
say
I
she
blew it in her
gonna get
face.
the
I know the
job because she
facts.
a black, dark skinned, talented lady, and
Ma'am,
she will achieve a lot of things.
I'm just more so speaking on the facts that, the owners of iHeart are not going to pick her because she's dark
No, you
skinned.
can't speak on no. You can't speak on the white people, baby. You can't speak on their
As I
behalf.
can, I
You
will
got to
continue
speak
to
on
speak
your
on her.
behalf and represent Chicago. You got to represent your city.
I
So
understand.
stop playing.
I represent Chicago, and I understand Chicago.
So say she will get the job.
Chicago is a
You put
very
that shit in the people.
Chicago is
Oh, let me
a
stop
very
right there.
dangerous place, and it is what it is. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. And so again, I don't think Kendra G will be picked because the bosses she don't have the certain look for the
And
Breakfast
I'm
Club.
gonna say the opposite.
Okay, what
I
was the
think
opposite?
Kendra G will be picked because she is perfect for the job and she has all the educational. She's educated. She's in the media. She's been in there for a while. All Chicago messed with her. She don't did her own thing on social media when COVID went on and made her own little, show and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, she's very overqualified. And she's been on NBC too and the night show on the TV WGN News. Stop it, Wiley. She's overqualified. So you speak on her like that. So
She is overqualified, is what I'm saying.
these white
But the
people
white
can hear us.
execs
So
not
these
going to
white
pick her
people can
because
hear
of her
us,
skin
Wiley.
tone, because she's dark skinned. The white
No, you're not
executive,
saying
though
that,
she is
Wiley.
talented,
Stop,
how can
no,
you say me
stop
stop saying it?
saying her
I'm
skin
speaking for
tone
the
and do
executive
her due
perspective.
diligence.
I'm speaking for the executive perspective.
No, you're not speaking on them because the way you speaking of them, that's probably not where they're going. They probably need that dark skinned woman so they can reel us in.
All right.
And we need her
I will
because she's
believe it
gonna
till I
speak
see
for the
it.
people.
I believe it till I see it. And you say you
I
are
love you though, Wiley. I'm gonna get going. But just speak on us highly.
I always speak of dark skinned women highly. I just smashed one last week. She was a beautiful dark skinned woman. So
Oh my
again,
God, you so
I support
nasty.
dark skinned women. They're also dark skinned. I'm dark skinned, and I have a cock eye, and I will always speak highly
I
of dark
know,
skinned people. But it's
and
not
I
enough.
appreciate
It's
you.
not enough of us in mainstream media representing
And this
our
is what I'm
people, and
saying.
we
You're
need
not
more of that.
speaking highly of
I
us.
speak
You're
highly
just
of us.
already downing us
I
like
speak
we
highly
ain't
of
gonna make
us.
it, Bobby. You saying like we ain't gonna make it, Bobby.
I think
That's
we
how you
will make
saying
it
it.
once we create
Like,
our own interests,
just cause you
but I don't
just
think
cause
in
I
the
said her,
mainstream we
that's
must
how we
create
gotta change it.
our own businesses and our own company and our own media.
Baby, you can't say it like that to me on account that Obama was the president. They said we weren't gonna have no black president. Did he make it?
He
Yes,
did
sir.
by
So
hard
stop
work,
saying
but
dark skinned women, baby.
he also wasn't dark skinned.
Here, look, he was a nigga. He
He
was a
wasn't
nigga.
dark skinned though. He was
That was
interracial.
all enough
He was mixed.
with a black wife,
I get that, but
Michelle Obama.
I'm speaking for the president. Was he or was he not? Was he dark skinned? Yes or no?
He was light skinned, but either way, he was a nigga and the
I'm not
white
gonna say the N word. He was
He's
I'm just giving you
our
thoughts about
first.
that. I would
No,
love.
but he's our
I would
first.
love to
But he
see
was our
I
first
would love
lady.
to see a
I
dark
agree
skinned
to
person
disagree.
run for president like Reverend Warnock because he's dark skinned.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
I'm just saying
all
he
right.
ain't never gonna win if we keep downing each other.
I don't down each other.
Stop downing
I
each
was
other
more
and
so
promote
speaking
us.
for the. I
Promote
was
the dark
more.
skinned women. Say we want to see more like dark skinned women and all that stuff. Don't say, oh well, cause she's dark skinned, she ain't gonna make it, Bobby. Like, don't do that.
I'm just
You promote her.
I'm just
And
giving.
as when people promote her, they ain't gonna have no damn choice but to get her. Cause
I
she's gonna be on demand.
I was just giving my point across, but
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
glad that we were able to have a conversation because yet you are dark skinned and
We
you and all
so
of
live.
that
I
and
love
all of
you,
that. And
Wiley. Disagree
I
to
hope
disagree, and I have to go.
I hope you're in a relationship and married and have children. Is that true? Would that be accurate?
I got children
Are
and
you
I'm well educated.
and you're not in a relationship
But
though?
no, we separated.
Y'all
But
separate.
you
Y'all
always
meet.
can come to Streamwood. Look, Streamwood, Illinois, baby. I know you
So
know where that's at. You from Chicago, baby.
I understand what they are, but you're single, so we definitely gonna try to get you in a relationship and everything like that. Do you want to be in a relationship?
Oh no, Kendra G will, the dark skinned girl will.
Okay, so
Kendra G will find me
did you go on
somebody.
Kendra G to get a man?
I really did.
Okay, and so you are a
When
single.
she started her little Corona podcast
Are you a
on
are
IG.
you a submissive woman or you masculine?
Nah, I'm a little strong. I'm Capricorn, so
So
I'm trying to listen to the man,
so you
but
trying. So
I'm more
that's why you're not in a
more a
relationship.
boss. I'm
Because
more of a boss.
exactly, you got to stop being the boss in a relationship and be the submissive woman in a relationship, and then you can get a man and
No,
keep a man.
I have been,
But you got to
I
keep it
have
up.
been,
You got to keep it up
I
because
have been,
you have
I
to.
have.
You have to keep it up.
No, Wiley, that's
So
what you want. That's
I,
what you
that's what
want.
men want. That's what men want. You think men don't want a submissive woman? You got to be hiding on the rock. Men want
I
submissive
know, but
woman.
my mom was always a stronger lady or whatever, and I know, like, I do have to shut the fuck up. I mean, ooh,
Was
I
your
can't
mom
cuss on here,
single?
lady.
Was she in a
Then I
faithful
have to
marriage,
quiet
being
time and
masculine?
let the man lead. I know I have to let the man lead.
Absolutely. And you're supposed to stand up when that man come in the room because he's what? The leader.
Yeah, but when he wrong, I have to bring him in that corner and tell him what the hell. Like, I agree with him in front of people, but then we in closed doors, nigga, you don't mess up. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
do it in
That's how.
but you do it in a good, calm, submissive way because you are the
Yes, I
woman.
do. I don't
Because
compare it.
if
I
you
don't
be
compare
too
it.
aggressive, you will be that person like that. Because that man is not your child, that's your man. So I'm teaching you how to get a man and how
Exactly.
to keep a
No,
man.
I ride for my nigga when we in front of people and everything. Even though I know he wrong in the back of my head, I still ride with him.
All
But then
right,
when we get home, I tell him what's up. Like,
all
you know
right,
you was wrong, right?
all right.
Yeah, you know that.
So keep on calling to the Wiley Show. We're gonna make sure we get you a relationship because you still got a
I
lot
love
of
you
you
so
because
much.
you
I'm
got a
gonna
lot
send
of
you a cash app.
aggressiveness. I love you too. You know, I'm from Chicago. When I'm next in the city, I want to see you when, when I'm in the city. Excuse me,
Hell yeah.
because I'm gonna be helping.
Let's go downtown.
I'm gonna be helping
Look,
brother
we
Jamal.
going downtown where the white look, Wiley, we going downtown where the white people at. We ain't going on 63rd.
All right, we going downtown. All right. Thank you so very much, and we definitely gonna be there because we're
Have
gonna
a
be
good
trying to help
day.
Jamal Green to become the next mayor of Chicago. Thank you so very much, sister.
All right, love.
Love you too. Bye bye. All right. You just never know who's gonna call into the show. And yes, she's single. You gotta lay away them aggressive ways, lady. Okay. Hello. Calling from, sister?
I'm sorry. Can you hear me clearly,
I can
Wiley?
clearly.
Okay. Calling from Texas.
Okay, welcome, Oliver, Texas.
Oh God, I love your femininity coaching, Wiley. We need that. But no, I wanted to agree with you on the whole Kendra G thing. Now I'm not a fan of the Breakfast Club
Okay.
at all. So otherwise, I don't know what you and Storm may or may not have going on. I would support him in that if I
Yeah,
supported the Breakfast Club.
absolutely.
If I was following somebody on YouTube and they wanted to get on, if I supported the show, I would say, okay, let me go on and tweet. But I don't follow Charlemagne or Envy. I was not a fan of Angela Yee. None of that. I find both of you far more entertaining than the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
But that being said, as far as Kendra G is concerned, I do understand your point about them not choosing her or possibly not choosing her because she's a dark skinned woman. I don't believe that that is what you're saying is your opinion or what you would
Absolutely.
do. And I think that that's where you and the caller had a disconnect. So I understand that. I mean, gosh, Kendra G, I do think that she's talented, but I do think that there's a chance that she could get picked only because um, she seems like the kind of woman who would go along with a colorist agenda. And I'm saying that because of the way that I saw her cape for Danny Lay when she and Danny Lay got into their issue, that she might go along with what they want, with whatever they want to promote. And so they could say, well, hey, y'all can't say that we're colorists because we hired this dark skinned woman. And so, but she would still be doing and saying the same types of things that Angela Yee was saying if they were to consider her. But generally, no, I agree with what you're saying that they do probably have a look in mind. They probably already have a person in mind, but this might just be a fun, promotion to get people back interested into the Breakfast Club. So, vote for your favorite social media personalities and we'll have them on for a couple of weeks, maybe something to help boost their own
And,
rating.
and, and my thing is this: what I think is all a lie to boost up the attention of the Breakfast Club
Hmm.
because they're selling a bill of goods. It reminds, excuse me, excuse me. It reminds me when they had all these African American men travel to Houston in the hot, heated weather for Bad Boys Club, and in reality, allegedly, they said they'd already picked the cast.
Hmm.
So I believe they already have the woman picked to be on the Breakfast Club. It would probably be a woman since they
Hmm.
had a formula with two males and a woman. I don't
Right.
necessarily see them hiring another man. That would shock me and surprise me.
Hmm.
And I don't think Kendra will be picked by the white executives. I believe that DJ Envy and Charlemagne can suggest because they've been there so long, but at the end of the day, it's the white man or the white woman of authority that makes the final call.
Yeah, I 100% agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that if on the off chance Kendra were to get chosen, I do think it's a long shot, but I think that that would be the reason why, because she would go there and promote the same type of agenda. I don't know if she maybe, yeah, because sometimes as Black people, we have internalized colorism and internalized racism. And I think that Kendra G certainly qualifies to as one of those people. I do think that, she's a beautiful woman think that she works hard. I think that she, is entertaining at times. But and I would say that she's probably even overqualified for the position. But um, yeah, I do think it would be a long shot. I'm with you. I think they already had their person picked, and
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna say. What do you think about Storm Monroe as a black man? Many people question his sexuality and all of that, which I don't care what your sexuality is, as long as you're dealing with being with consenting adults.
Mhm.
What do you say about him calling his people to tag Charlemagne in the post?
I think it's a smart thing. I think that if you want to get on there and if you think that because I don't think that ultimately Storm is thinking that he's going to have a position on the Breakfast Club. I don't even think that's anything that he would want. But if you think that you have a shot to get on there for a week or for a couple of days, why not use your fan base? If it were something that you wanted, Wiley, I would hope that you would reach out to the producers and
I, and
say,
I,
"Hey, y'all, tag
and I
me."
have, and I have, and we have, and we will continue to, and we're reaching out to them now by just doing this show because apparently a couple of my producers have sent this to Kendra G. Hopefully, I don't get blocked because a lot of people take criticism.
It's a long list,
I
You've
have
been
a long
blocked by
list.
better people, I
I
think.
have been blocked by better people, so and I'm just giving my thoughts. And so I would love, don't get me wrong, I would love to have Kendra G, the dark skinned woman with the wigs, come on the Breakfast Club and to deliver. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I think that will encourage a lot of dark skinned girls that you can be in radio because let's be clear, the Breakfast Club is one of the most powerful media outlets in America. Not just speaking about black, but in America because anytime that a politician, Republican or Democrat, they tend to go to the Breakfast Club because the Breakfast Club do have the ear of the community. So we're definitely going to see how this is going to be played out, and hopefully Kendra G get picked. I'm definitely going to, rally behind that and send a letter. I'm going to send an email to the executives, and we're going to make sure that we get Kendra on that show. And for Storm, I don't necessarily think Storm is a good look. I think he would be good for a guest, but not a look for hosting that particular show because again, we really don't know who Storm is like that. And so until he makes some announcements, I don't know what announcements he's going to be making. I don't think he would be a good look. He'll be a good look for a guest if they were into interviewing influencers. I think he would have been great to interview him when he had interviewed Jaguar Wright. I think that would have been a perfect opportunity for him. But again, we're gonna see if they're gonna pick up, but I highly doubt it. My money is on they're not picking Kendra G. That's what my gut is telling me, and my gut don't lie.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to pick her ultimately, but I think that if you think that there's a guest spot,
And,
available, and if
and
it's something that you
you
want,
should apply too because you get a lot of viewership. You're very articulate. You're very with the history, with the
yeah,
documentary. You
I
should
should
definitely.
not. I
Oh,
don't have any desire to be a part of anything they do over there. And I'm, again, my content is more historical. Live streaming is just something that I do for fun. I make my money off of the videos that I produce,
you do
off of, documentaries. And so
absolutely.
that's not anything that I want to be a part of. I don't have any respect for their platform, which is, the only reason that I didn't participate in tag. I don't follow Charlemagne. I don't follow anything that's going on over there. But I do think, if it's something that, like, for the kind of content that you do, the kind of content Storm does, and you'll have other people who do that. I think that's a good look for people like you all.
Absolutely.
And if you all were to tell your fan base, hey, hit up Charlemagne if that's how it works or whatever, then I don't have a problem with that. I think that y'all should do whatever it's going to take to promote yourselves on your platforms and get more eyes on you.
I agree. Thank you so very much for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.
Holler.
Holla. All right. Hold on. Don't hang up because we have people eating up the phone lines right now. Be patient, you guys. We're gonna get to you because we got people backstage, and we're gonna get to you. We're gonna extend the show for another hour. Sunday, you're live on the show.
Hey, Wiley, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my goodness. I just want to say that there's a spot for anyone who believes there's a spot for them. So even though she may not get picked for this show per se, it's going to open other people are going to be aware of who she is, and it may open up another opportunity for her.
Mhm.
So I'll put it like this. In life, yes, there's going to be people who say you can't do something, but it really comes down to you believing in yourself and having your own identity and knowing who you are. So, because your greatest challenge is yourself. As long as you believe that you can do something or you can go somewhere, you can do that. And sometimes the thing that you're trying to do may be small. She's asking to be on another radio show. Yeah, it has more exposure, but maybe she'll have an opportunity to be on a television show. Because she was just on television recently. She was on Good Morning America. She's done a show before in the past. It really wasn't well known. So I'm just saying that even though colorism is a factor, if I can turn on my TV and I can see 600-pound people eating fried chicken and getting married, I can see that on TV. Anything is possible. I have seen a man literally with no legs run. I have seen so many things that people have faced so many different adversities. So I feel like if there's something that you want to achieve and you may not be accepted in that particular role, there's always a higher blessing for that person.
Absolutely.
So I just felt that on my heart to say.
I agree. I'm very grateful for that. At the end of the day, I don't think that they would pick Sister Kendra because of her skin tone and because she's dark. And I think that's what the boss is in return. So I just tagged Charlamagne. I said, hey, pick the Wiley Show. And I would love to sit and talk to Kendra, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne the guy. I believe that would be a good look. So make sure y'all tag them for the Wiley Show. All right. What you want to say, sister?
Wiley,
Yeah.
would you consider going on her show?
Everybody keep asking me. I will definitely go on a show for singles night. For the singles night,
Yeah.
I'll definitely do it. Every time I try to do it, it's always packed. So what days do she do it so I can make sure I go early?
She's normally on there on, I think she does it like Monday nights.
Okay.
I know some Thursday and Friday nights. So she does it on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And sometimes I watch it, comes on like around 9 or 10 o'clock on YouTube.
Okay.
But if you follow her, she'll always get that tag. But I think seeing you on there would be hilarious,
Absolutely.
honestly. And then it also would give you greater exposure in
Okay.
terms of new subscribers and new people because you're super funny and things like that. So
Absolutely.
I feel like maybe you might meet somebody, but maybe that also might give you another step up.
Absolutely. So I would
Yeah.
definitely do it, and I'm definitely looking for love. I'm gonna tell them. I keep that to myself. What I'm gonna say. But
What would you say, Wiley? Just say it.
they can't have on wigs and make all that heavy makeup, and they have
Yeah.
to stand when I walk in the room because I think that's a power of authority. And I don't know if Kendra stand. I don't know. She wear a lot of wigs, heavy makeup. I want my women natural. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do believe natural is the way. That's how you see someone, true beauty. For me, true beauty. Like you're wearing your own hair. You can wear makeup, but I feel like when you're at your purest level, that's where we really get to see a person. So
All
I
right.
kind of agree with that, but I won't stand though. I definitely won't stand when you walk in when you walk in the room.
Okay. Well, we thank you.
Yeah.
We thank you so very much, sister, for calling in. And
All right.
hopefully you will stand on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thank you.
All right, Wally. I just wanted to say that.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, Sunday.
All right. I know
Okay.
they're gonna drag me in the comments. F y'all. F y'all. You got something to say? Come up on this. Come up. I'm just messing. Y'all can drag me because I know who the hell I am. Bye, Wiley.
Bye. Okay.
Take care.
Yeah, take care. 9539. You're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Welcome.
So, yeah, I don't want to talk about Kendra. She already has another radio show that she does. I guess the Breakfast Club would be like a step up from her show since it's like bigger. But anyway, so I wanted to call in and talk about Tasha and how she is just spiraling. Like I noticed this about her. She likes, like, even though she does celebrity gossip, she'll like find someone that's like they might be a celebrity, they could be a YouTuber, and she'll just like zero in on them and like wanna like make videos about them, say stuff about them and things like that. And she started doing that when with the whole Storm thing a couple months ago, but that didn't pick up traction. So then she went over and she was doing it with Larry Reid. And then she got the bishop to like do it with her. And that kind of calmed down because people really like debunked it and nobody really cared to really like listen to her talk about it anymore. So then the whole thing with Charleston White happened. That was so random. And no one cared because who is Charleston White to us? We don't care about that man. So nobody watched, nobody picked up scenes. She was just like talking to herself on Instagram, going back and forth. We don't even follow Charleston White to like see what he's saying about her. And like, and then it also made her look bad because okay, you really wanted to interview him, he turned you down, and now you just going at him like you starting to look crazy, Tasha. Like so, and then also, so now the whole thing with Charleston White, it played out, didn't pick up much steam, didn't pick up much traction, like no one really cared. And now when I saw that post on her Instagram today talking about some emergency live exclusive on Larry Reed, and I'm like, really, Tasha, you want to circle back around to Larry Reed? Like, didn't Larry say he wants to like sue y'all and do all this stuff? Like, y'all didn't take the warning. Like, he actually filed paperwork, and now like you want to circle back around. Like to me, that was so weird. Like she just couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. And honestly, I'm so disappointed in Larry for even taking her phone call. And Wiley, you already know what he's gonna say. Oh, because I'm just such a nice person and I just have a big heart. Like, really? You knew she called you with nefarious intentions. Why did you even pick up? It's like you low key egging her on to keep on with her shenanigans and coming after you and doing all this stuff. I mean, yeah, that might be your plan anyway, so you can sue her or whatever. I mean, she really not about to have no money, so what are you even gonna really sue her for and
I
like
think
get
more.
out of
I think
it?
more so with Tasha, she had to be very careful because I hear what you said, ma'am. But Larry have a successful track record of suing. It was a YouTuber by the name of Brother Daryl, and he was picking up the baton. It started with his channel first with the accusers and all of that. So I reached out to Larry Reed, and he said, "I'm going to sue." That next week, the person got served. Actually, the son opened the door, and Brother Daryl got served. Larry used his power of his lawyers and bankrupt Brother Daryl because Brother Daryl said, I only have $1,300. He didn't have any money. His lawyer wanted to drop him because he couldn't pay the lawyer, and the judge had to force Daryl's lawyer to stay with him. So if Larry said he's going to sue, he have a very successful track record in doing so because he bankrupt a YouTuber, and you don't even know who Brother Daryl is. And when you see him going live, he only have about 4 or 5 people watching. So I think Tasha had to be very mindful of that because it may, you already got another lawsuit, you can get another one, and I don't think Tasha have the resources to yet take on another lengthy litigation or a lengthy trial because that Cardi B was very expensive.
Yeah, and like another thing too, like her husband Shaq, like he seemed like a cool dude, but like at some point you gotta reel her in. Like, why are you going after Larry? Like, this was somebody we wanted to do business with. We was gonna do this and that. Like, at some point, when is it okay for the man to step in and be like, "Yo, you kind of doing too much. You putting our businesses at risk. Like, you getting my money tied up in court." Like, I know Africans are loyal, but I feel like at some point you just have to just put your foot down. Like it's getting crazy. And I think that's really all I wanted to say. Oh no. Yeah, and Tasha and her views are going down. It's really sad to see. But honestly, like since I've been watching Tasha and I've been here for a couple of the people she's fallen out with, like I noticed the pattern. So that's why I'm like waking up now, like, okay, yeah, you doing too much. So now that I see it and I think now she's gotten bigger, more people they're basically fed up with her since she's done it so many times. So a lot of people they're not tuning in. And then also if she does have a good story some people might be interested in, she'll take it to the app and then some of us we don't want to give her $12.99 because I was on the app when it first came out because I was on the Patreon, but I was on the lower tier,
The
and then she
$2.99.
wouldn't even come live. Yeah, she wouldn't even come and do the after shows and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what, it's okay. I don't need this. So I never went back. But
Well,
yeah, she just
you need to
I
come
don't
over to the
know.
Wiley Show membership because we do member only live over there. We got another one that we're doing later on today, and then I think we're doing one on Saturday. So you'll get your money's worth. But a lot of people have unsubscribed from the her app, and I think that's why she transitioned to Bingo. She transitioned to Bingo because listen, a lot of people when it came to her app, they stopped going. They just stopped going.
Hmm.
Thank you.
And then Wiley also oh, I'm sorry. I just want to add one more thing. And all she's interviewing these OnlyFans models, these Instagram models. Who are they? Nobody, like literally nobody
Nobody
cares to
knows.
watch.
Absolutely.
That's why the views are going down. Okay. All right. Bye, Wiley. Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Thank you so very much because A-list celebrities don't want her. Okay. Because they say it's Tasha. Oh, I ain't going to hush up. 4160 caller, you're live on the air.
Now you know I ain't gonna let you get away with that.
Get away with what?
I just called in for that white lady. After that white lady, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. You know who you was just talking to. Now, I got a couple things to deal with you. Why you just promoted that white lady like that and say, "Oh, well, you'll be good for the show."
She wasn't white.
Huh?
She wasn't white though. She's black.
Oh, she sounded white.
What is
She want
sounding?
white?
What does sounding white mean?
No, because you said, "Oh, well, you'll be good." See, this what I'm saying. Kendra G could sound white too on the air.
What is sounding white?
No, the lady that you was just talking to after me
I understand
said
that.
she agreed with you.
What does sounding white mean? What does that
No,
mean?
I thought she said she was white. No,
She
I thought
did.
she said she was white.
She didn't say she was white.
So why did you think that she would be a good pick for the show?
I think that she'll be a good pick on the show because she brings ratings on her YouTube channel. Millions of people tune in to watch her.
And so does Kendra G.
I understand that, but I was given a suggestion that she should pick because Charlamagne put it out there to tag them if they want to be on the Breakfast Club. But I also believe the executives are not going to pick Kendra G because she's dark skinned. That was the point of conversation.
So do you know that lady, if she was dark skinned and light skinned, who gets a lot of ratings?
I'm not the boss. I was mostly speaking about the industry. I want to say for the record so you can understand me. I'm saying that I believe Kendra would be a good look for the Breakfast Club. But due to the bosses in the industry, I don't think they will pick her because of her skin tone.
Okay, so the lady that called after me, you say she get a lot of ratings. Do you know her skin tone?
She's a beautiful black woman. That's her skin tone.
She caramel. She dark skin.
Man, you should watch her content.
This is what I'm saying. Why
you don't watch her content? I'm not going to tell you something that
biased.
you don't watch. You don't watch her content. You
No,
watch her
you're
content.
being biased.
I'm
You
not
going
being
by
biased.
color. Was your mama dark skinned?
Ma'am.
Your mama dark skinned?
Ma'am.
Is your grandmama dark skinned?
You're missing. You're missing.
People on their color because that's not do that for you.
You're missing the point. When I'm saying
We'll
not
do that
me,
for you
Wiley,
too, right?
I'm talking about
We
the
can say
executive.
Wiley
I
dark-skinned,
understand,
don't like
ma'am. I'm talking about the executives. Now, in my humble opinion, the executives are going to pick her because she's dark skinned.
But why did you just promote that other lady?
Because she came on the show and I said she'll be a good look.
Why is she a good look?
Because I think she have an great talent by posting the documentaries. She got 102,000 followers, and she got 800,000 people watching, 700,000 on the video, 600,000, 500,000, 400,000, 400,000, 400,000.
So you seen her before?
She's a beautiful black woman. You need to see her. I can see you her channel.
Is she caramel? Is she dark skinned like Kendra G?
You can go and check it out for yourself, man. But anything else you want to add?
Why you can't say it? Why you can't say it if you promoting her, but you
again, I had her on the channel and she declined to even be on the Breakfast Club.
But this is what I'm saying. She agreed with you, but at the end of the day, is she the same color as Kendra G?
No, she's not the same color as Kendra G. Next question.
So exactly my point. Why are you downing the dark-skinned woman?
I'm not downing. I'm speaking more so for the executives.
You can't speak for them.
Okay, I can.
But that's all I want. I wanted to say that, but then I wanted to get on hold on. I wrote some notes down. I want to do Tasha K too. So you say like in your gut feeling, you know what I'm saying, and your gut don't lie, right? So why, like, you was all for Tasha K being her mentor and everything, but then as soon as they called you out, I forget what holiday it was, but they ambushed you. I ain't gonna lie. The Conscious TV and my radio, everybody ambushed you. But you handled yourself. I ain't gonna lie. You handled yourself. But that's when it kind of got a little sour with Tasha K. But in your heart, you was all writing for Tasha K, correct?
During that time, yes, for clicks and views. Yes, ma'am.
See? So you can't keep saying your gut telling you.
My
You gotta
gut,
rephrase that
I'm
a
more,
little.
I'm more speaking off for criminal causes. Tasha K, that's irrelevant. That was civil. But my gut has been on track, been on a great track record when it comes to criminal cases. Talking about criminal.
You know I call you on your shit, Wiley.
You can call me out all type of
I
time.
love you though.
I love
But
you
look,
too.
I just be talking shit, but I remember everything you say because I tune in to you.
Absolutely.
You
Did you
so
donate?
You know.
Did you
And
donate?
that was
Did you
bull.
donate?
That was the bull. Did I donate?
Did you send me a birthday gift?
I don't. Oh hell yeah! I've been donating to your ass.
Good. Thank you.
I gotta be thirsty. I gotta be thirsty on your show.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
put my one finger up.
Yeah.
Put
Be
my
one finger. Okay.
But yeah, for sure. Like,
Yes.
you know, I love you, but you know,
Love you too.
if we
And
always
love you
can't
too.
be, you know,
Love you
we
too.
gonna
I want to say this last thing. There's thank you so very much for calling in, and keep listening to the show.
Will do.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, somebody said she got that cigarette laughing voice. What did that mean? They said they got she cigarette laughing voice. Anonymous, you live on the air. Is this Kendra G?
No, Wiley. It's
Oh.
not Kendra G.
All right. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Wiley, I have something I want to say. You know, when you mentioned that part about Kendra G, and you all were talking about the skin complexion and everything,
Yes, ma'am.
and you talked about Kelly Rowland. One of the things I want to bring up, do you remember when it came to Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland was the first one to sing with Avant. She also was the first one to do a movie called Feet Filler.
Mhm.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because a lot of times Kelly really had this outstanding voice. It was getting to the point that Kelly had to step back in order for us to see more of Beyonce. You notice that when Beyonce took the center, Kelly did not do as much. If Kelly had similar producers, if Kelly had had a upbringing of support when it came to a mother and a father, you would have seen something different. But the whole goal was to get Beyonce to be Beyonce. Now, let's talk about today's industry. We have beautiful, I think it's India Arie, I think that's her name, beautiful melon, beautiful chocolate sisters. I mean, you can name so many. Just look at the Soul Train Awards. And what I have learned in life is a lot of times, like you talk about you having a cockeye, you talk about your skin color. A lot of times in life, and let me just go to this other part too before I say that. When I'm listening to you on the radio, listening to you and listening to your podcast, I'm looking at your face, but I'm not actually looking at you. I'm so caught up in what you're saying and how humorous you are. I'm not thinking about that. And I think that sometimes we hold ourselves back, and sometimes you got people in the industry that's thinking about what other people are thinking, and they're holding others back. So I also think too, sometimes you can have so much talent that people may not want you on their platform because you're a threat. And when you're a threat, people are going to say to you that it's because of this or that. Because think about it. There was a time when our white brothers and sisters thought that our lips were too big, our butts were too big, we couldn't sing well, our music didn't cross over. But the minute they were able to have some cosmetic surgery, all these things became beautiful. When Bo Derek was women of color been wearing braids forever, losing their jobs because of it. But Bo Derek comes on television runs into what's the name, they finally find out they can braid their hair too, it becomes something different. So and then also too, got to think about our brothers. When it came to these videos promoting light-skinned women over dark-skinned women, that came from men. That came from men playing women against one another. Why? There's this threat. And, a lot of them were dark-skinned brothers who were uncomfortable with themselves, who women didn't start looking at until they had some money. So they had their own issues. So therefore, they perpetuated when it came to those same women possibly putting them down. So I think there's a lot of trauma that goes on in the Black community. And I want you to not have that type of trauma when it comes to I want you to heal from that type of trauma when it comes to yourself. And think about that, your talent. God has made open, God said he'll make room for you and your talent. He'll give a space for that. And when you brought up Kelly Rowland, I kept thinking for so long, it's because somebody tried to question her recently on one of those, I forgot what podcast she was on, but she said this. She said, they said, how do you feel about being in Beyonce's shadow? And she said, wait a minute, she said, I'm a light. She said, I'm not in her shadow. In other words, the people that have the problem are the people that actually are thinking this way and thinking less of her. She knows who she is. And to be honest, I wish she would have known it earlier. And I think no matter who you are, light or dark, in this community, people of color, we have a tremendous amount of talent. And we can take any lemon you give us and make lemonade. So with that being said, people are going to say things to us to try to hold us back. But we have to know who we are in Christ. And it seems to me, Wiley, you have a calling on your life. I know you troll us sometimes, but with that being said, I hear you talking a lot about God. I hear you talking about going back to the church and all the different things that you say. And I wouldn't be surprised how your life is going to change and what great things are going to come to you. Because you might have went through whatever you went through in your life because of the trauma you went through. And so you're at a point you're going to evolve. And so I just say, may God have his way with you.
All right. And we thank you so very much giving your thoughts and giving your opinion about all of this. All right. And I want to add on that the society have put Kelly Rowland in Beyonce's shadow. Society executives have done that. And also a lot of African Americans did not rush in the stores to support Kelly Rowland in her solo career because maybe in their subconsciousness, she's just too dark to support. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Anything else you want to add? That was it?
Yeah, I would like to respond to that.
Oh, okay.
I would
Go
like
ahead and
to
respond.
say that when you say about society,
Yes.
a lot of that society begins with people of color, us, because I think there's been a trauma, and I think it's happened ever since slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that level of trauma has continued. So therefore, and we have said to ourselves what was told to us in slavery. And what is told to us, even when we arrive in the corporate sectors or in our families, because there's this colorism that happens within the inside Black families. And so I think at the end of the day, we need a lot of therapy and healing and understanding how great we are. And I think when it comes to Kendra G, she may be very well above that platform. And it may be the fact that God wants her to have something greater. I mean, it may not have anything to do with the color of her skin. They might say that because that's the thing for, people say anything so that you stop doing whatever you do. Mm-hmm. I mean, they do anything to hold you back so you have no opinion. I mean, anything to make you feel less than. And you have to say to yourself, no, I'm everything that Christ says that I am. And I'm better than that. And even if you tell me no, it must be because there's a better opportunity waiting for me somewhere else.
I agree. Thank you so very much for your support for calling into the show. We're going to move on. We have thank you so very much. And you're always welcome to call in. We have Kelly backstage ready to give her thoughts about this, whatever we were talking about. Y'all was definitely calling in. Kelly.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing good.
All right. Well, first of all, I agree with you. what you just said, because everybody always talking about Kelly Rowland this, Kelly Rowland that. They're not supporting her. They're not buying a record. You know what I'm saying? You're exactly right. You know, and it because she is dark skinned. One thing black women got a problem with is constructive criticism and the truth. A lot of stuff be held back from black dark skinned women because of their color. I have a dark skinned child, you know, and some opportunity he don't get because he dark skinned. This is what I teach him. You know what I'm saying? So they can call in and give their opinion all they want to, but facts are facts, you know. And number two, I agree with what you said about Brittany, Grinder, whatever her name is. It's been the people over there in prison. You know why they had to get her out? There's some people over there 15 years. The man named Paul Wisdom or whatever, he been over there 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he just was a journalist. And sorry, Tasha K. Who called you, Wiley? Was that Tasha K?
That was Tasha K. Absolutely.
Tasha K, who you think you is gonna call somebody's show and tell them what to say and what not to say with your big mouth self? All you do is talk about people all the time and criticize people. You can't tell nobody what to do. Who you think you is? You know, people think they got too much authority on other folks' lives. You know, but anyway, Wiley, I just called because I enjoyed the show tonight. I'm enjoying the show tonight.
I feel you on that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for showing support and coming on, and definitely on the third shift. And you know, Tasha telling me I talk about we gonna keep applying pressure on these.
Period.
That's why y'all like it. And thank
That's
you.
right.
And we offer entertainment and on Sister Kelly because she worked the third shift, and we entertaining her while she's at work. I'm glad.
Thank you, Wiley. I love the show.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all see she said y'all talk about Kelly Rowland, but y'all don't buy her records. All right, we got two callers in queue. 6534, you're live on the Wiley Show. Is this Kendra G? 6534. 6534.
Hi, Wally. How you doing?
Welcome to. Is this Kendra?
Oh my God.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wally. How you doing?
Great.
I just wanted to say, just calling in, I'm really glad that Brittany Griner is back in the United States.
Yes.
I feel that she was unjustly held over there, you know, but I'm just glad that she's back in the United States. And another thing I wanted to say, the callers that were calling in, you know, when it comes to this colorism stuff, okay, you know, have they forgot about Cicely Tyson, Sidney Poitier, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, Curtis Mayfield, Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole? All these was dark-skinned people. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't know why people are so stuck on that. Because it doesn't matter what color your skin is, it's all about what you put into your grind. And so that just kind of baffles me sometimes. I mean, you know, I was like, okay, so people have forgotten. Black people have been making money and making a way for themselves for years. Even, you know, back in the day, Mom's Mabel, you know, she was born back in the, well, anyway, she was a comedian on stage back in the 1920s.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Mom's Mabel. I love her. That was the dresser old lady. She also was a lesbian. Go ahead.
But it, you know,
she was a lesbian.
Matter. It does not matter.
It didn't matter, but I was just telling you she was a snagger too lesbian.
Okay, kudos.
I actually watched her documentary that Whoopi Goldberg produced. Absolutely, I actually purchased the documentary, but she was a Snagger-2 lesbian.
I don't have a problem with anybody's sexuality, whatever they want to go or whatever it is.
All right.
Okay, that doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
What really matters to me is the entrapment
Yes.
of the man of a lot of people in the black community on this colorism thing. It doesn't matter what color shade you are. You just have to make a way, jump through the window, open the door, or whatever it is. You have to make your own way in life. It doesn't matter what color on you is, how small or big your nose is, how curly, straight, or nappy your hair is. You have to have the mentality of, okay, I'm here. I'm going to do what I got to do to survive and make it work for me.
Absolutely.
I mean, what's wrong with people nowadays?
I agree with that, but we're more speaking on the industry, the power, the gatekeepers still want a certain type of skin tone in media, still want a certain type of skin tone in Hollywood with the executives. And so we're mostly speaking on the people, and then also calling African Americans that that don't want dark skinned children for their own stuff. I'm more speaking that needs to change. We need more dark skinned people in industry. We need more dark skinned executives.
Yes, we do.
We need more of that. We need more cockeyed people with cock eyes represented in the media as well. Mm-hmm.
Listen to me.
Yes, ma'am.
This is just reality. This crap is going to go on to the end of time.
Okay.
It is.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with you. But we must call it out. And that's what I'm doing on the show. And I called it out about Kendra G. I'm getting emails right now from people saying that you should have said that about Kendra G. I'm just being real with you. I don't think the executive of iHeart will pick Kendra G. Then someone said you picked the bad picture of Kendra G. There's no such thing as a bad picture unless the quality is bad. But that's her smiling with lights and everything like that. It is what it is. You see? Y'all get a good look of it. That's Kendra right there.
Entertainment is entertainment. Social media is social media.
It's social media. I want to say this, ma'am. Did you reach out? Did you reach out to the executive of the Breakfast Club to get her on the Breakfast Club, ma'am? Yes or no?
No, and now why would I do that?
I don't know.
I'm just a listener. I am just a listener and one of your favorite subscribers. I tell you that every time I call in. You are my number one YouTuber.
Yes.
And I tell you that every time I call in, and it's so well. You know what? Let me just shut up. You
talk about it.
What
you got? What you got to say? You said your boyfriend go here. What'd you say? You said you so what? Beautiful.
No, most people. No, Wiley. Yes. I am beautiful. I am a queen.
Yes.
And matter of fact, why are you not standing up in the room right now and bowing down? Because I have grandkids and great grandkids, and I expect me as the queen for you to bow down and stand up when I come in the room. You won't really stand up for you.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't bow down for women. When a man step in the room, you're supposed to stand. So I'm not going to be the type of person that's going to bow down to you. I'm not.
Wiley, you know I'm joking with you. But one thing that I want to say now, in some cultures, the women do that for their men.
Okay.
And I've seen it with my own eyes when I was in New York. I'm black.
Yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
And people thought that I was Puerto Rican and the Dominican Republic. Okay.
Oh.
And I found out when I got to New York that I was singing in a choir.
Oh.
And I'm not going to mention the name because they're very popular. But anyway,
was it John P. Key choir? Was it?
No. You know what? Stop.
Okay.
Anyway, so I got up when they said the food and stuff was ready, and the women was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, well, ain't nobody gonna get up and eat. And she was like, "We serve our men first."
That's it. That's it.
What?
Absolutely.
And they stood up. And they served their men first,
right.
And that is the first time.
A lot of people say they recognize you for the Hezekiah Walker choir.
Oh my God! You know what? I ain't got nothing else to say. I was just calling in.
Well, I agree.
to
I
voice
agree.
my
You supposed.
opinion.
Let me say this. You supposed to serve your man first, and a lot of black women don't like when I say this. If you're married, you supposed to serve your husband first. When your husband walk into the room, you don't even supposed to be sitting at the table. The man come in first. He sit. Then he say you may be what seated, and you proceed to sit your hind part
Well,
down.
you know
This
what?
is what we do. But this is what man. This is the culture, and this is the right thing to do.
And I had found that out in certain cultures, not in the black culture, because in my household, the children got fed before anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong culture. No, the children don't get fed. They eat after the father. Because if he's a working
But
man, he's
Wiley,
the
you
head of
know
the
what?
household, and that's what it is.
But Wiley, I love you. I watch you all the time.
Thank
I'm
you.
calling every now and then.
Thank you.
And keep doing what you're doing
Now,
because
can you
you are
say-
going to go far.
Thank you.
And
Can you sing us a song before we go? Because I know you said I'm gonna go far. Can you sing us a song before you go?
okay, maybe I'll sing a couple words.
Okay.
Jesus, keep me near the cross. And that's it.
Oh yeah. I am a high. What was the name of that song again? Can you do that note again? I want to sing with you.
I got to go.
Oh no, sing that note again. Sing it one more time.
No, you lead off. I'll join in.
I don't know the song. Can you lead it over? I have to join in.
Oh my God, Wiley. Okay. Jesus, keep me near the cross. There's a precious mountain. All right, I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh.
I love you. You love sound, and I'm telling
I love you.
Wiley. I love you too.
All right.
bye-bye now.
Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
God bless you. Oh, man. Okay. You just never know. 9822, calling you live on the air.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I just wanted to say to you, I think that what you're saying is okay, but at the end of the day, like when it comes to colorism or whatever, you are a dark-skinned man and you're promoting the white people to put you down too. So I think you should promote more of dark-skinned and any color as far as Black people goes and promote them in a better light.
Well, for me, I'm not promoting that at all. What I was saying was I was speaking to the industry of what they think. If I was in that position of power and making the decision to hire people in the Breakfast Club, that's why I hire a lot of Black people on my staff, even though they're unpaid
But what if
people.
it was you? But what if it was you?
Okay.
And they're downing you because of your skin tone and not for your talent.
Okay. So again, I agree, and I will call them out. But again, we are speaking about the industry, ma'am, not for me because I'm not in that industry. I was more so speaking that.
But this is why you're supposed to speak the opposite.
I'm not going to speak the opposite. I'm going to give you what they are thinking.
They're speaking it, but you have a platform.
Absolutely, I have a platform, and I'm speaking my truth.
And you're supposed to speak on behalf of everybody in the Black community.
I'm thinking about everybody in the Black community.
But what if that was your position that you were trying to apply for, and they're speaking about you in that type of way?
And I will call them out.
But this is what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
You should speak
on behalf of the Black community in a better way and not agree with the white people. Because it sounds like what you're saying is that you're agreeing with what the white people are saying because you're speaking on behalf of them. I need you to speak on behalf of us.
I speak on behalf of us. I represent us. When I go to sleep, I think black.
So
When I
what
use
are
the
you
restroom, I
saying on
think black.
behalf of us? What are you saying on behalf of us? That
I'm
everybody
I'm
needs
saying
a
that
fair
those
shot?
white hold on, ma'am, those white executives probably won't pick Kendra G because she's dark skinned. And I believe that they should hire her because she have the talent. But I understand through the
Thank you.
history,
Thank
they don't
you.
hire dark
Thank
skinned
you.
women because they have their own peak interest in because they think the lighter you are, the more beautiful you are. And I'm speaking for the oppressor and then those executives. So I'm gonna always have black people back. I just smashed a black woman last week. She had good old poom poom, and she was dark skinned. So I love dark skinned women.
And then when you kind of threw some shade too
Okay.
when you said I believe Kendra G that she's gonna come in with her wig and everything, but low key a lot of white women and Mexican and everybody wears wigs nowadays. So don't put that just on us.
What I'm saying that she have on a wig
You
is
should
that it,
renege that.
what I'm
You should
saying
renege that.
what I'm saying she have on a wig is that the truth? Do she wear wigs?
No, you said she's gonna come in there with a wig.
And did I lie?
But no, Kim Kardashian, all of them wear
We're
wigs,
not talking
honey.
about Kim
So
Kardashian. We're just
don't
talking
just
about Kendra.
penalize us
I
if we
said she's
don't wear
gonna show up
natural
with a
hair.
wig.
Kendra G, I believe Kendra G has worn her real hair before. And she
Okay.
has beautiful natural hair.
Okay.
So you just can't say that she's gonna come on wigged up and you're trying to put that on just black women, and then it's like you put it on dark skinned women that were already dark, and then you're saying that the wig ain't making it no better.
Well, what again, ma'am? I'm just giving my thoughts, whether you want to believe it or not, and I will
But I just
continue.
want
And
you kind of to be man, just to think about what you say,
I will
because every
continue.
woman can wear a wig right now. Every woman wears a wig right now. All
Not
races.
not every women. A lot. It's women.
Yeah,
Not
right.
every.
Every race
Not
does,
not
sir.
not
Every
every.
race
No
does.
no 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 no. Not every
Yes,
woman wear
sir.
wigs.
Yes, sir.
Not every woman wear wigs, ma'am. You may.
I am a
Not
beautician,
every
sir.
woman
I
wear
am
wigs. I
a
know plenty of
beautician.
women that
I
don't wear
have
wigs.
I have
So every woman don't
Indian,
wear a wig. What
I
you're
have
saying is
white
not the truth.
women.
What you're saying is not the truth.
So what am I not saying that's the truth? All
You
all races don't wear wigs
all
or extensions?
oh, you said no. At first you said all women wear wigs, and then now you changed this all races
No,
wear
no, no,
wigs.
no. All black women don't wear wigs either. We can
Right.
wear extensions too.
Okay. Well, I hear
So
you.
don't put. It's like to me, you downing her.
I'm not
You
doubting
do
her,
you like
ma'am.
Kendra G? Do
I
you like her?
I think
Did
Kendra.
she do something to you?
I think no. I'm just having her as a topic, man. Were you? No, she have not done anything to me.
So why are you saying that she wearing wigs to work at the Breakfast
I
Club and
said she's going to
that
wear a wig at the job because judging by her
she
history,
don't
she
need
wear
to? She can
wigs.
wear her natural hair
I
too.
know, but I know when she show up, if she
But
get
why
hired
you
at
putting out
thing,
there like
she's
that's
gonna wear
what
a
she
wig.
do? That's not what she can wear natural too. But
Okay,
why is that a topic?
it's a
And
topic because
every race
I
can
mean
wear wigs and work.
absolutely.
You see the Kim Zolciak, she wore wigs when Nene tried to pull that motherfucker out.
All right, no cussing, ma'am. But thank
Mm-hmm.
you, ma'am. Thank you so
Oh
very
yeah,
much for your
sorry.
comments. Thank you for giving your commentary. Thank you so very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 4334, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Welcome.
Hey, I just had to call back because you know what, this dark skin, light skin thing, I think it kind of started in maybe the early to mid 2000s, right? Because I'm a child of the 90s. So my big three was Aaliyah, Brandy, and Monica, right? I don't ever remember it being a conversation about their complexion. It was always the talent. Brandy is my favorite singer, right? I always felt that Aaliyah was beautiful. I love the way she danced. Monica, I always felt like she had like a grown woman voice, and I follow her as well. If you look at the videos in the 90s, you had different skin complexions, right? In the early 2000s, later, a little bit later, that's when it all changed.
I believe
So
I
I
believe this I
understand where
believe
you.
this have been going on since slavery, man. Because if you ever read the letters of Willie, if you ever know anything about the slaves, they have really much the the dark skinned slaves on the field, and if you were lighter skinned, you was in the big house with the master.
No,
So I believe that came
no,
that have started way before the 2000s. You got to go all the way back during slavery, because if you know anything about slavery, the dark skinned, particularly dark skinned people, were on the field, twirling the cotton
yeah.
and the tobacco, and the lighter skin was in the big house with master. And that's how that pretty much started with colorism.
No, I understand what you're saying. What I'm trying to say to you is that as far as the entertainment business, it wasn't so focused on complexion because these three women all were very successful. Aaliyah being, of course, very light skinned, right? Brandy and Monica being brown skinned girls. It wasn't a conversation. They all sold millions and millions of records. Nobody ever said anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the videos in the 90s, you had different skin complexions. In the 2000s and a little bit later, that's when it turned from having dark skinned women in videos to it being light skinned women or not. And so, no, I agree with what you're saying as far as Kendra G being picked to be on the Breakfast Club, because guess what? They're probably going to pick somebody like Amanda Seales. Because guess what? Who looked more like Celie? Amanda Seales or Kendra G?
That's your thoughts. I don't think that neither one of them look like Celie.
I'm not saying that they look like Celie, but if you
What you
were to
saying?
do a comparison, who looked more like Celie?
I,
Kendra G or Amanda Seales?
I don't think neither one of them look like Celie.
Okay, Wiley, you're not getting what I'm trying to say.
I'm getting what you're
What I'm
trying to
trying to
say.
say
I
is
just
that
I'm
I
not gonna.
agree with you.
Yes, neither one of them look like
I
Celie
agree with
because
what you're saying that they might not pick Kendra G because she's a dark skinned woman,
yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
They'll be more apt to pick Amanda Seales
Mm-hmm.
over a Kendra G.
Okay.
Even though Kendra G, I think she's definitely talented and she can do the job,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just the way the industry has turned. Because if you look at the 90s, even if you look at the TV shows, you had plenty different complexions, right?
Wow.
You had Martin, what you had, Pam and Gina. Different World had all different complexions.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, it seemed like, excuse me, in the early 2000s, like everything changed. The video girls, they went from being dark skinned, brown skinned to being light skinned or different races.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what it is now. And I don't like it.
All right. And we thank you so very
I don't
much for
like
giving
it.
your perspective on that. Thank you, ma'am, for calling in.
Oh, you're welcome, Wiley.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye-bye. Anonymous, you live on air.
Well, I had to call back because this subject about colorism, is getting a lot of traction, and I think this is a good topic. But I want to say this, Wiley, since you, as a man, like women to stand up when you come into the room.
Yes, ma'am.
I like to say this, Wiley. With that comes a lot of responsibility. And remember how you said, you know what, women should just stand for any man, a respectable man, a man that's a great protector, provider. And I think with that being said, Wiley, that comes also for standing up for our culture, standing up for women in our culture, regardless of what the industry. I think one of our callers said something really important. I don't think she was really trying to attack you, but I think when she said that, in terms of promoting this more in terms of our own people. I think what she was really saying is that instead of saying what the industry is saying or what the establishment is saying, maybe it'd be the best thing to say, you know what, call them out on it. Encourage our people, whether they be whatever whatever this thing is that people want to use to divide others. Is whether it be, like you said, a person such as yourself could be cockeyed or dark skinned. But to me, being dark skinned is beautiful. To having all this melanin, you got all these our white brothers and sisters tanning themselves and getting cancer, and yet here is so many of us, 180 shades of people of color, beautiful. And I'm just saying, why in the world? And when it comes to hair, that's kind of like hair. Used to be a time that you had people trying to perm the little kids' hair because they have hair is more, beautiful and curly and tightly curled. And yet we got brothers and sisters from Africa with gorgeous head of hair. And yet people were trying to sell us products to get perms that cause cancer. There's all these great and beautiful things about being Black. I don't care if we are mixed in with whatever. There's just wonderful things about who we are as people and our talent and where we come from and what we bring to the table. I mean, there's something about, the aura of a Black woman or a Black man or just everything that we are. I mean, I don't care what happened to us in slavery, no matter how bad it was, we took whatever that was and we overcame it. Like that one lady said, when she talked about the Patti LaBelle's and, the Gladys Knights and all the beautiful dark-skinned brothers and sisters that knocked down those doors. And I think that's what I was saying, Wiley. The more doors we knock down, and when the young lady talked about the 90s, and she talked about Aaliyah, and she talked about Monica and Brandy, see, what those ladies were they were fighting for the same thing, because what they were having to deal with was racism of people not really wanting to acknowledge their talent. But then we as a people, we stood up for that. Now, when you start talking about the 2000s, that's when you get into Puffies and who else was running? And Puffy was running the industry a lot, and a lot of these rappers.
You had
and things
Puffy, you had Ja Rule, you had Fat Joe, DMX. You had a lot of people. But we were more so speaking on Kendra G of getting a job on the Breakfast Club. I was giving my reasons on why she won't get that particular job because of the executives of probably won't pick her because she's dark skinned, and it birthed into a conversation. And so that's what we were coming at, because even people were texting me about it, say, "Oh, I hear what you're trying to say, and I think you're right." And so I'm glad about that. I'm glad you're able to call in where you're calling from, because like I said, it's 2 a.m. It's
90 seconds.
It's actually 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and we're yet having an in-depth conversation about colorism, a conversation that is much needed. It's not the first time people talked about colorism. We actually need to talk about it more, and we actually need to invest in African-American businesses and also invest in African-American Black-owned media so they can compete with mainstream, so they can pick more dark-skinned women in a position of hosting or a position of being on like executive producers, so they can pick dark-skinned men with cock eyes and all of that, dark-skinned people with disabilities, and to represent that. Because like I said, we represent a sector of society that are not really getting the respect and the honor and the viewership, because people that happen to be white are not giving them those chances.
Yeah, and Wiley, I don't disagree with that, but I say it again, the threat. And I just want to say this: anytime you got a people that you keep doing everything to keep them down, and they keep rising, they are going to have to find something to divide them. You were about to mention something earlier, the Willie Lynch theory. The Willie Lynch theory says a lot. When people read that, that will tell you, people said that was a farce. But if you look at how things are happening today, and all the things, it is something that is still being applied. And I think the question is, when you have this show, is how do we perceive each other? Why do we think negatively about when we see a person that is whatnot? And I wanted to add this too, Wiley, as being a lighter skinned people don't have a better time. Like the people that were in the house and the house slaves, they were being raped. They wasn't getting nothing better. The lighter skinned women out here in these videos
Right.
are being used
I understand that, but it was a division because you had the slaves that were lighter skinned, were able to eat better food from master's table, than those that were actually on the field. These are historical facts. Um,
But can I say, Holly, I just want to add this. When you say that they were eating better, the slave master made you think that they were getting better.
no, no,
The
no. What
slave
I'm saying
master,
is, what compared to this, they said they would even say they were eating better, it was treated better. Even when slaves would try to walk away, you would have those slaves, particularly those in the house, or particularly those that are favored by master, say, "Oh no, we master treat us good. We ain't leaving master." They have been brainwashed.
why?
And what I'm saying,
But can I? It's because the slave
mm,
master, just like I want them
mm,
to know how to read, he made them believe that they were
okay,
better.
I,
He
I
made
will
this.
give you, I will give you that. I would definitely give you that point. But
That's
thank you.
brainwash. And see, all I'm
Absolutely.
saying to you is that brainwashing is still what is going on today. Let me say something about your skin color. Instead of focusing, like that lady said, we all gonna have these issues, even with our own family. There are people within our own family, fathers and mothers that are treating their kids like the slave master did, beating their children like the slave master did, and thinking it's right. Or telling them, calling them dark this and dark that, or high yellow this and high yellow that. And the fact of the matter, nobody's getting treated better than the other. We all learning how to survive this thing. And when you get us all in a room and you start talking to us about how we're being treated, you realize that guy that might have chose you over the dark-skinned girl, he ain't no better. A dog is a dog.
Mhm.
And just because they put you in a video or they treat you like, they're not treating you no better. Think about how many of them bodies were used and got sexual transmitted diseases or whatever they had to go through. But so the dark skinned girl that did get choose, she might have been blessed. Sometimes, you know what? What's the thing that calls that when rejection is for your protection? And I tell you another thing: don't be so quick to think that somebody got better than you because that's the way the world want to portray it to you. I think that's why I said these conversations are good. Because if people had known that Halle Berry was getting dumped and having trouble with men, no different than anybody else, they would have thought, oh, all these men love her. Look, if he's no good, he's not going to be better to you because of the color of your skin.
Absolutely.
That's not true.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to take too long, but
Thank you.
Wiley, I appreciate talking about this.
Thank
and
you.
You're doing such a great job. Look at that God is using you. You're evolving to all this. But please have the more in depth. You know, I don't mind the trolling. Sometimes you got to say what other people are saying to upset some folks so that we can really
Okay.
talk about this.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
But one last thing.
Thank you.
I want you to say that. Please encourage us. Please
All
find
right.
a way to encourage your own or not say what the industry said.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bye-bye. All right. I also want to
Bye.
give a special shout out. Someone sent a super chat. They said this quote, Kendra, thank you. Hope I'm saying your name right. You said this. You said, stop disrespecting Whoopi Goldberg. She is and was beautiful. Stop consuming entertainment from the industry and go read an actual book. Learn your history from the source of economics, BFFR, because y'all are projecting, and stuff like that. I believe that Whoopi Goldberg is very beautiful. Thank you so very much for the super sticker. While we were definitely taking phone calls, we received we received another cash app of I believe $10. I believe $10. So we had to deduct that from the amount. So now we need for the goal, we need $4,685. And so we are raising money, folks, to get us to LA to cover the trial. Many other people was going to be there. We want to be one of the blackest outlets, boots on the ground, reporting on that. So again, the amount is at $4,685. So what we need to get us to a goal, and that's going to cover travel, room and board, and to get us there to and from the courthouse. So again, we want to cover this. Again, some producers have been pressuring me, emailing me, DMing me, wanting me there, and we can get there if you can help us on that journey. Our cash shop is $Marquise Wiley 28. It is definitely on there. We prefer you give it to those entities so you can get it there, and also you can go to our community wall and you can see it as well. Okay, thank you. Right, we are back. Thank you all so very much for those have been tuning in to the Wiley Show. That amount actually, that amount is now at $4,635 because we received a $50. Give me a second. We received a $50 donation. So now that amount is at 4,000. $635. So we do want to thank you. So I dropped the link if anybody want to come on and say something really quickly. We did a restreamed and we gave our thoughts. So give me a second. Do anybody want to call in? If you want to call in, press 1. If you want to call in, press 1. If you want to call in, you could press 1. We are live. Thank you all so very much for tuning in for the replay. So if you want to call in, the call in number is 646-716-8447. Give me a second. I'm going to bring it up. So if anybody want to call in and give their thoughts, and we would love to hear from you. Give me a second while I boot it up. Okay. There we go. If you want to call in, this is definitely the time. We had Spring was being very critical of us, so I don't know if Spring want to call in because it was very critical of us. So if Spring is in the building, we would like for Spring to
Your show
call
now.
in.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
Okay. All right. Where's Spring at? Spring, you want to hit the link? Spring is my opinion makes for a little fun. I didn't even really pay attention to her when she show was live, but now I'm actually looking at her. That is what Lisa said. Lisa, call in. Yeah, I noticed even if we don't like a song and they play it over and over, you end up liking that person that
Your
literally
show will go
controls the
live in
narrative
5
of
seconds.
our
4,
conversation.
3,
All up
2,
over the U.S. Start
1.
up 2 a.m. Wrap it up. Ain't nobody about to make it and
Blog
stay on the
Talk
topic. Good night.
Radio.
All Spring said I said the same thing. That looks like she having fun in the pic. She may have an over the top personality. Wendy Williams is a Jersey girl. She was swag style because really property. Okay, all right, all right. All ish over here starting stuff. I said Spring can definitely call in and give their thoughts about it. We waiting on you, Spring. Where you at? Where you at, Spring? Is you gonna call in? Thank y'all so very much. If you're there, the number is on the chat. I could post the number on the screen because we don't have any moderators in the house. So I'm gonna just post the number in here. Also, too, if you are contributing to the show, you can definitely contribute. It goes right back into the platform. Thank you so very much for your amazing support. I told you to call in, Spring, because Spring had a lot to say. Call in if you got something to say. Okay. All right. Got a lot to say. Let's see if Spring will have the courage. Y'all encourage Spring to call in. All right. Wiley said he is going to get the views one way or the other. I said, listen, if you have a lot of stuff to say, I just had a conversation with Nicki Minaj, one of her barbs. They're really angry at me. And I told them to call in because I refuse to talk to a person that just want to type it out, but don't want to call it out. Call in by dialing the number. And where we can have dialogue. And I feel like if you can do that, and most people don't call in because number one, they don't know how to talk. Number two, either they look bad. Number three, they can't have a conversation with me. Number four, they probably are living in a halfway house with a lot of noise. So that's how it goes with that. Wiley, you must have gotten that 500. You said we can't do one more hour unless you get that 500. No, I didn't get $500, but I got 50. All right. So we didn't get that. Okay. So That's just how that happened. I had to come back actually on. Well, we thank y'all so very much for y'all amazing support. We will see y'all at the next live. Thank y'all so very much. Also, we are almost at 30,000. We are almost at 30,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? When we started this show, I remember when we celebrated our 1,000 mark. Okay. I called in before. So stop. Oh, you didn't call in before. Stop lying. These folks be in a halfway house and having noise and stuff like that. But they will type up a storm. All right. They will type up a storm when it comes to it. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We're going to be hitting the live back again. We are definitely on a press tour, and we would love to interview somebody or YouTube content creators. So if you know any YouTube content creators that you feel I should collaborate with, make sure you send me an email at wileyshow@gmail.com. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Wiley Show. Thank you. If you're sending a check or money order, make it out to Marquise Wiley, the P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. That's Dallas, Texas. That's P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. So if you want to be a blessing to us, you can send it to that P.O. Box. We take cash and we take check or money order. We want to thank y'all so very much. Thank you. All right. We're going to go. We got a caller. All right. The caller is here. All right. 3476. Caller, you on air.
How you doing, Wiley? Can you hear me?
I want to hear you loud in the phone. Or do you have your speakerphone or the headphones?
Hold on, let me take it.
Okay, because I want to make sure I hear you loud
All
and
right,
clear.
Wiley, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Basha. Yes, I can hear you good.
All right. How you doing, Wiley? This
Doing
is
wonderful.
Lisa calling out from New York City. What I was saying in the chat is that it's not about Kendra G's complexion or anything like that, but she just needs to change, like switch her wig up, make it like more natural because every look is not like for every girl.
Okay.
And certain girls of certain colors, yeah, I do believe that. You gotta make your look natural. Don't just have it outright because just from looking at her, I could just tell that, I don't want to get to laughing, but that's like a wig or whatever. But if maybe she needs a stylist. She's not an ugly person. She just probably needs a stylist, positive, and just to fix her up. Like that's basically what I was saying. But Wiley, I hope you're having a great night, a great morning, and big shout out to the Wiley Show out of New York City.
Oh, you from New York City? You sound like you got a lot of static in that phone. For New York City, you still there?
Yes.
Yeah. So you calling me on your cell phone?
Yes, I am, Wiley.
Okay, that's better. Are you in a relationship?
Yes. Recently seeing someone. Yes.
Do you wear wigs?
I'm sorry?
Do you wear any wigs? Do you wear wigs?
No, it's all natural, but I don't have a issue with people who do wear them, and I wasn't, making fun of her, but she just needs to like just fix it up, and I think that should be good.
So if you were to rate yourself from 1 to 10, what are you? 10 being the best, 1 being the lowest, being ugly.
I would definitely say between an 8 and a 9. I wouldn't say all the way a 10, but I would say an 8 and a 9. I would say that
8 or 9 with extensions.
Yeah. No, you said if I were to rate. You're saying rate myself personally?
Yes, I am, but you wear extensions, so you're not natural.
Oh no, I thought you was asking me what would I rate.
Yeah, would you rate yourself? What I'm trying to get to, do you wear makeup?
Do you, as far as extensions, no.
Do you wear?
I don't have an issue with people who do.
I understand that, but do you wear any makeup?
Lipstick every once in a while, but definitely no makeup because it definitely would make my face feel totally uncomfortable. Because you would have to worry about smudging. So without
the makeup, without the lipstick, what is your number? 10 or 1? 10, 1 through 10.
I'm gonna have to give it a perfect 10 because I definitely don't wear any type of makeup. It'd be lipstick every once in a blue, but definitely no makeup.
Are you on? Can you follow me on Instagram so I can see how you look?
I actually do have a Twitter. If you want to put your thing in the chat, and then I can look at it real quick and actually send you a message because my Twitter
Okay.
does have my name on it, so you would know that you're talking to me the same name right here.
All
Yes.
right. My Twitter account is at Wiley Show. You can send me a message right now. WILEYSHOW. WILEYSHOW. WILEYSHOW.
Okay. Could you put it in the chat too?
I
Because I'm
put it
gonna
in the
go on
chat.
the thing
I
and
put it
see if
on.
I can find you right now.
I put it in the chat. Yes, I did. In the chat. I want to see how you look to see what are you.
Uh, um. Okay. Do you want me to hang up to get
No,
on there,
no,
and
you
then I
don't
could?
have to. You can multitask. You can sit it. You can look at the chat right now and see it's the Wiley Show, and you can send me a go to your Twitter right now and just send it to me.
Okay.
All right, we waiting on her definitely to do that. We want to thank y'all so very much for the support, for calling in, and for your support. This is definitely live. We were on Twitter earlier, and someone DM us, so we are here. For that, we just want to see if she's actually a 10. And so we definitely want to see that. So she says she's going to send us a DM of her looks. That exactly what she said. She's going to send us a DM of her looks. So we definitely going to see how that is going to play. Spring says, stop attacking Black women. What do you mean? What are you? It means exactly what it means. Spring, you don't even have a profile picture up. Okay. Another person said, Wiley, you need to go to sleep. I've been to sleep, my love. I just woke up from an amazing nap. All right. I woke up from an amazing nap. So yes, I've been to sleep. Okay. I woke up from an amazing nap. So if you got anything to say, I woke up from an amazing nap. All right. So you can say what you want to say. I woke up from an amazing nap. That's what happened. So if you got something to say, I woke up from an amazing nap. Thank y'all so very much for the support. So I'm looking. Okay. See if she's a 10. Well, I rate myself honestly. It's a lot of things. I rate myself a solid 5. And the reason why I rate myself a solid 5 because I gain weight and I have an eye problem, a cock eye. But if I were to get a body, I would say I would be a 6. And if I were to get my eye fixed, I would be a solid 8.5. So I'm definitely going to rate because I'm not like everybody else. So I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. I'm just going to give my opinion about it all. So I'm going to say a solid 5. And you see, I was I was honest about it because you asked me a question and I answered that. And SQ said, I'm a 5 too. Someone said, I knew he was asleep yesterday when he didn't make the live. Yes, I was sleeping. I had to take a nap. I was tired, and everything like that. So we're definitely gonna have that and have that. You think did you ask a question? Your eye is not the problem. That's you. Well, again, ma'am, I just gave you an answer, and she asked me a question, and I answered it. She asked me a question, and I answered it. Ma'am, are you there? You still on the phone? I'm still waiting on it. It's still on the phone?
Okay, Wiley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you still there. So what do I do next? Because what I did right now, I just followed you. So do you want me to send you a message in the box
Send me a
or
message. Yeah, send me a message so I can see you.
okay, send a message in the box. Okay, hold on 1 second.
All right, we are waiting on that to see how she looked. He said acted like he got stop writing that. Okay, here we go. I was right about that. 5, absolutely. I appreciate you answering. Well, thank you. I will answer your questions, and this is what we do over here. Um, This is what we do over here at the Wiley Show. We answer very tough questions. This is what we do. Okay. So if people don't like it, I understand, but this is what we do over here. Okay? People don't like it, but we keep it real over here. I don't know what's taking her so long to send a message. All right. We just wait on her. I want to see because she said she was a solid 10. That's what she said. She said, I am a solid 10. So we're trying to figure that out. That's what I was saying. Your ISU is the way in bed. Is so yeah, absolutely. Um, but I can't see how you look, Shar. She said bad skin, not for you, her. Oh wow. Miss Attitude. Wow. Whole account is she spoofing do Jesus fix it and that woman try to create a whole fake profile. Nobody has attended that, but now, now she create a fake. Now she in there create a fake profile. Wow. Oh man. So one of the barbs, speaking about Twitter, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go because she ain't got no account. One of the barbs said, Wiley, I like you, but leave Nicki Minaj alone. Today is her birthday. Don't be an a-hole. Act like a human being and not a troll. This is a very this is a very sexist tweet. Did you tweet this about Eminem? Did you tweet this about Two Chainz? Did you tweet this about Jay Z or Nas? No, you didn't. So stop it. That's what was said. Okay. We went on her to send a picture. Okay. Whenever she sent a picture, we went on her to send a picture. Okay, I understand that. Send a picture. Oh, this. Oh no, no, sis. Is you back on, sis? No, sis. Are you back on? No, from what I'm looking at, ma'am, you are a solid. You're a solid 5. Is you there, ma'am? You a solid 5. Oh no, sis, you not no 10. Mm-mm. No, did you lie? You wear eyelashes. You do wear makeup. You have a lot of weave. And no, you're about a solid 5. You are not a 10. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. You are not a 10. And I'm looking at that picture right now. Definitely not a 10 at all. No, you're not a 10. Absolutely not. Well, that's good to say that, but in reality, you're not a 10. All right. I don't know if she's still there. Absolutely. Oh, no, no, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, mm-mm. No. So I'm looking at the picture. Is she still on the line? Ma'am? I think she got me on mute. No, absolutely not. Um, mm-mm. The reason why I say that because I'm looking at her picture. She's a solid 5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. Just being honest. I'm just being honest. She's a solid 5. Let the producers know. If y'all want to see it, y'all have to join members only. Wiley said, no, ma'am, somebody done lied to you. We will decide on the members only and for Patreon. Now you're wrong. No, I'm just giving my how's I'm wrong. How's I'm wrong. I'm giving my honest assessment, ma'am. Do you want to call in? I'm giving my honest assessment. So she showed me the picture. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Yeah. Solid 5. Thank you all. We will see y'all in the next episode. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe. We're getting close to the goal, so make sure y'all contribute to the show. Thank y'all so very much. Wiley, I can't spell. You are wrong for this. Wiley not going to make Wiley offer a picture of getting my bonus today. You could get it. Okay, thank you, Tracy. And stuff like that. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm in the gym right now getting this body right for you. Okay, and I'm definitely want to put you on the show. We want to talk to single people, and I think you're definitely on the top list. And I might even do like a YouTube online dating show, and I would like for you to be on the dating show, okay? Because you like them tall and dark skin, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get my eye fixed. You know that might scare you and everything like that. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get her back on. Is she there? Did you hear Millie is going to LA for the trial? We trying to get to the trial. Did y'all donate? Lisa, are you there? We trying to get to the trial too. Well, you have to give the half of what you made off of a photo. Did you hear Millie? You're going to, yeah. So, you know, we're she said she was no, you ain't no 10, okay? Absolutely not. You can stop with that. Okay. Thank you so very much. We're talking about the Tory Lanez trial. Right now, we need $4,635 is what we need for that. She's looking out the window with tears. But thank y'all so very much. Let me drop the members only link in here, and then we're gonna go because I have to do another live today. So I just wanted to hear y'all thoughts really quickly. I want to say, you know, thank you to the producers. Y'all have definitely came through for us today, and I appreciate that. So let me see. Let me drop that link in here. So if anybody trying to join, the members can join. Trying to join. All right, there we go. If anybody trying to join that, I will definitely drop that in the chat. Okay, I'm sorry. Spring by spring. Okay. So yeah, I definitely seen that. You know, oh, she sent me another. Now this picture is nice, real nice. Picture is real nice. Okay, I think that was as a bad picture. Okay, I give her a 6.5. Yeah, I give her a 6.5. All right, thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in another live. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for the support. And thank you so very much for this replay. We will see y'all in the next live.